Today I'm celebrating Backward Day, just for a bit of fun, because approaching things backwards can be the very thing that ends up enlightening us about how we normally approach things. I remember when I was a young man working in art classes and listening to various teachers talk about and advocating a book at that time which was called Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain. And it was something that, when we do things that interrupt our normal process of working, for instance, drawing with the left hand where normally we're right-handed, or drawing with our eyes shut, things that defy our normal way of carrying on, they open up different ways of processing, different ways of approaching the same problems that sometimes can appear ridiculous. I mean, we try to draw with the left hand, it's not because it's going to give us better drawings, but it's going to make us look at drawing in a different way. And that in itself can really assist us when we then revert back to our normal way of doing things. I remember seeing some people do an experiment as a young man where they wore glasses that inverted the world completely. Most people have some idea that when light enters our eyes, we actually see an image of the world that's inverted. And that's why toddlers and babies can't walk. And when toddlers begin to walk, it's because they've learnt to write the world. They've managed to invert that image so that they can then start seeing things in such a way as to enable us to walk. So in this experiment, people had to wear these glasses that flipped the world upside down, which reduced them to babies initially until they were able to re-establish a means of being able to look normally and adjust to the fact that the world was now upside down. So they had to learn to walk again, learn to do all sorts of things. And if I remember correctly, they carried on like this for 2 weeks or a month until they had completely adapted to this new way of perceiving the world, only to then have the glasses taken off and see them absolutely reduced to this baby-like, childlike state again. Now, this showed all sorts of things about how we perceive the world, but it also, I believe, showed something about how we learn and the benefits of learning, because all of those people that participated in that experiment said how much they'd got from it and how they'd come to see the world in a very different way, in a way that lasted long after the experiment was over. So today I wish to celebrate Backward Day and invite us to think about how we can maybe step back in some of the things that we do to see them anew.